Yeah, I think this is enough. I think I'm just gonna go all out attacking, because these are gonna be 3/4/4s. He's gonna take 6 damage, I think, just by, yeah, he's dead with just the tokens coming in. He takes 2 now, 4 more when the battalion's ability resolves, and then when at the beginning of combat he will take the other one from the Urabrask's Forge trigger. So yeah, no math needed. We just got another win. This one was like the perfect showing. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another video on the channel. Today's video is going to be another deck tech, this time a standard deck. It's going to be Boros Tokens, I think you can call it that way. The centerpiece of this deck is definitely War Leader's Call, that's why you're running 4. It gives +1/+1 to creatures you control, and whenever a creature you control enters, it deals 1 damage to each opponent, which means that you're gonna pair it up with cards like Seer Slicer Goblin that creates tokens every time you attack, Urabrask's Forge that at the beginning of each combat step will create a token, Skitter Beam Battalion, you can pay 5 and you get 3 2/2s with Trample and Haste, which is fantastic. You know, so there's a lot of ways to really push the boundaries on War Leader's Call, and you'll see a couple of them in this video for sure. Apart from that, you have Authority of the Council, so that you can control those mono red annoying pesky decks, right? Because no more hasty creatures for your opponent. Peter Reunion for a little bit of card draw and for enabling haste, which is important. You know, it's very important. Urabrask's Forge tokens will have haste, but also the Skitter Beam Battalion, but not the Seer Slicer Goblin, and that might make a difference, right? We have a little bit of spot removal with Get Lost and Lightning Strike. Also against those Simulacrum decks, you have Brotherhood's End. Fantastic, trust me. You will see, I think in this video there's a clip of me just demolishing one of my opponent's board just because I played the Brotherhood's End on the Destroy All Artifacts with mana value 3 or less mode. And then you have just when all else fails, 3 Day of Judgments, and from the original list, which I don't remember when I got it, I apologize for that. I added the Final Showdown because from the original list I felt when I was playing that I didn't really have a lot of options sometimes, you know. Some creatures would just be way too much to handle, some turns would be way too quick, we would get mana flooded, we had a lot of mana, but you know, there was no point playing a War Leader's Call on turn 5 or 6 or whatever, because we would die, we didn't have a Day of Judgment. So this one gives you a little bit of an option, because you need 6 mana, but you can pay 6 mana and destroy all creatures at instant speed, which for me it's pretty decent. But that's basically the point of the deck, just control the board and overwhelm your opponents with the War Leader's Call and a bunch of tokens, hopefully, and big hits. you're gonna see that happen in this video. I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. The intro is done. Let's get into some games. Okay, so very different deck against Patty Waddy. That name is amazing. A very different deck that we're playing right now. Not a fan of this hand. This one is better. I'll take the Skitter Beam thingy out. Okay, so we're playing what? Artifacts? Dimir artifacts? No. I suck with names, so I will go with this and hopefully we'll draw what we need. Oops, sorry. Brotherhood's End will be tremendously important here. I think I'm gonna chill for a little, you know, because Brotherhood's End will allow me to destroy all that our opponent has right now on the battlefield. So he's gonna start removing my goblins, I guess. No, repurposing bay. That's actually perfect because I'm definitely gonna destroy everything now. Let's see what he gets. I've never seen this companion. That's awesome. Okay, so what can he get? Because this is gonna search for a... Okay, that was nice. That was interesting. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. We have more, so we can kinda risk it. Plus our opponent just basically lost everything he tried to do. We have 2 more. Hopefully that's gonna be enough. Okay. I think I'll beat a reunion. I'll take out the Day of Judgment, honestly. It's not great, but why not? No attacks for now. So, is our opponent attacking? I guess not. It would be great if he did. Okay, more land. That's definitely not what we want to see. Not going to attack for now. Maybe we should have kept the other one. What's it called? Day of Judgment. We will have blockers. We will be gaining some life. Our opponent cannot attack. That's impossible. Okay, that's decent. Not gonna complain about that one. For sure. I will now attack with that one. That's gonna trigger the Seer Slicer Goblin, so there's not really any reason not to. We can take a big hit, right? Like right now we're taking 13 at least. It's gonna be more than that because it's highly unlikely that our opponent will not cast another artifact, but all the creatures come in tapped, so he needs to be very careful with the attacks and etc. Okay, so here we get the artifact we're talking about. So now we're taking 12, 15, 17 right now. We can definitely go wide. Okay, so 7. We'll take the 7. There's no reason not to. I think we need to do this now. I have no idea what our opponent has, but I'm sure he has something. We're dealing 3 just for the War Leader's Call. Three more here. And now we kind of need to go all out. Our opponent can go to 7 life. He can take out something. But I don't think that's going to be enough. Like, I suck at math, I get it, but it's still a lot of damage for just 2 blockers. Okay. These 3 alone are 9. Yeah, we got this. This was a... This was pretty good, man. This is exactly what the deck wants to do. Like, against an extremely good deck. I might have made a mistake taking out the Day of Judgment. That definitely isn't what you want to do against a deck like this. But I was really hoping the... I don't remember. Oh, Urabrask's Forge. like Hurabrask's Forge is a fantastic card, you know, and it would put pressure on our opponent. That's what I was banking on, you know, so it was a gamble, but it worked out. Let's get into another game, guys. So Pixie decks still suck in the new season. Let's see what Gaz brings us. Dino wouldn't be that terrible. Should we risk it? We have 25 lands in this deck. Authority of the Councils could keep things in check for a turn or two, because this hand is fantastic if we don't lose our red mana drops. I think I'm gonna risk it, man. Like maybe our opponent's playing a very aggro deck or something like that, and we can, you know, Authority of the Councils can... okay, he's not, so I'll take that one out. Okay, so we have all the lands we need to start doing some cool stuff. I'm gonna risk my War Leader's Call. I know what's coming. It's either a draw spell or a counter. Okay, no counter, so probably he's gonna draw. Okay, I guess I couldn't be wrongerer. Okay, so screw it. Let's go with another one. Why not? Do double the damage every time we do something interesting. It's gonna Demolition Field Inspiring Vantage, which is perfectly fine by me. That will take the red source, obviously. My only issue here, I really okay, so it's Dimir. We're playing Dimir. What could this be? Okay, it's gonna be Mill. I wonder if it's the same thing I brought on the last video, the excruciating Mill video. I'll put it up on the card on YouTube so you guys can check it out if you haven't. Okay, so we're milling a lot of stuff. Nothing too crazy. Not too mad about that one. Unfortunately, we didn't get the land we needed, but let's start. Let's start with killing the Jace. Hopefully next turn we'll be able to get the Seer Slicer Goblin on the battlefield. Hopefully it will survive a turn or two. Another Jace. God damn it, man. I was really hoping he didn't have another one, which he probably didn't, and the game just... Okay, so he's just going all out milling. I don't mind another Hurabrask's Forge then. Come on. No, that was terrible. Okay, so we're gonna go with that. And hopefully this will be enough. Not this turn, obviously, but you get what I'm saying. We're gonna deal 2 more. It's going down to 8. Next turn we're dealing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't really remember. We still have 1 Hurabrask's Forge. Oh no, we don't. We lost them all. So what could we use next turn? Skitter Beam Battalion. A Skitter Beam Battalion would win us the game because it will deal 6 just with this, and then our opponent would have to remove 3 creatures still. Plus the Hurabrask's Forge trigger, but you know, a lot of stuff can happen still. One thing I know for sure, no Excruciating. Doomsday Excruciator, I think that's the name, because he doesn't have enough mana. Yeah, but it's very difficult to be that... 3 Jaces? Are you kidding me, man? It's very difficult to be that deck, actually, now that I think of it, because he's playing with islands. Okay, so he's drawing 3. I still have 1 Skill Beam Battalion, 1 Lightning Strike as well. That could be great. And next turn we're gonna go all out to the face. If we get a chance. I mean, he only has 2 lands. Even if he gets 3, which he did, I don't know if he could actually mill us with just 3 lands for 15 cards. So yeah, sure, I'll try that. Okay, so everything's bigger now. Getting 3 damage just because of the token creation. Okay, that's fine. We got the win here. So that's fantastic. Another very good game. Another very decent win. Cannot really complain about this one. Let's immediately jump into another one and see what what the future holds for us. For me, the biggest proof that the arena messes with your natural gameplay is that I remember the last video's deck was the mill one, and no, I gotta mulligan this. This one isn't that much better, but we'll take it. What was I saying? Oh, the last video was the I gave you the mill deck, right? I brought you the mill deck, and we didn't play against pretty much any pixie decks. I just had 3 games in a row against a pixie deck. So sorry, I just touched my mic arm. So that is definitely something, you know. That was a great turn for us, not gonna lie. I definitely enjoyed that turn, but we will probably... An Authority of the Councils here would be fantastic for us. That's the only thing I kind of want to draw right now. 6-1, Jesus. That's great. I did not remember this card even existed. Okay, so we'll just do that and keep moving on. Like, the game isn't terrible, for at least for now, you know. Let's hope he does this again. This and a Monstrous Rage and I'll be a happy camper, to be completely honest. That's fine too. I'll most likely Brotherhood's End next turn. Take those 2 annoying mice out of the equation. Okay, so first and foremost, let me see what he does, what Lazar 97 does. He did nothing, so sure. And we still have mana up for a Get Lost. Again, bring that ball lightning back. Okay, that I'm not a fan of, but it will only be extremely problematic in 3 turns. Okay, that's beautiful. That's exactly what we want to see. You know, now we're dealing 6 damage and we have mana open for a Get Lost. Next turn, the game ends if our opponent doesn't kill us or puts up a big blocker. Well, not a big blocker because we will get lost. What's this? Draw 2 cards, deals 2 damage. Okay. So we're on 8 right now. Okay, so I will put this one down. 1 damage in the books. Another one. It's gonna kill our 6-2 most likely. Yeah, okay, so that's not ideal, but that's not the worst thing ever. We cannot attack, so we will just have a 3-2 there. Again, we still have a get lost to protect us from hasty creatures, plus a blocker obviously, but okay, that is very aggressive. I will not block. Okay, no blocks. And you will pump it? Of course you will. Okay, so we bait him into this exact spot, which is exactly what I wanted to happen. And now we can just go and get our win against the annoying mono red deck that just gives us nightmares every day. Pretty good game. We managed to control the board pretty well. Our opponent played a lot of stuff, you know. He had mana. This 6-1 just came out of nowhere. I don't know why this isn't more utilized, but I think it's because of the 3 costs, plus the fact that you get 1 attack with it that might or might not be a good one, but pretty decent game. Let's get into another one. So let's get into another one. We just played the game. Sorry, I'm just retouching my mic here. We just played a game where we lost, obviously, that's why I'm talking to you about it. Where I'm gonna keep this, where basically we drew what on turn 4 we drew 3 lands and 1 Seer Slicer Goblin, so not great. Hopefully this will go just a tiny little better. I will Abraded Bluffs. I don't really want to risk it. If we don't get anything else, I can just Authority of the Councils next turn. Okay, so I think I'm gonna beat a Reunion actually and take out one of these. Okay, that's perfect. Another land is always nice. Always nice. Okay, so I think I know what we're up against, but let me Authority of the Councils and I'll Seer Slicer Goblin. Next turn, I will most likely War Leader's Call. Like, I'm not gonna block with the Goblin, you might just kill it or not. I don't really care. It's not the Goblins. Sorry, I'm okay. I got distracted here. It's not the Goblins. What's it called? The Goblin is not here to attack. That's basically what I want to block. I mean, that's basically what I want to say. Oh, that was much harder than it should have been. Words are difficult. Okay, that's fine. I'm manifesting Dread. Okay, I'll go with that one. That's not great, but I don't know what. I will not attack. I'm sure this is a Raise the Past deck. That's extremely obvious. We just need to know what we should or should not block with that one. I will not block this one either. I'll take the 3 and now let's see. This is fantastic, but I kind of want to set up our next couple of turns, so I kind of need my okay, that's fine. I kind of need more land, so I'm gonna take 1 Skitter Beam Battalion and I'm gonna go see if I can find more land. Okay, we did find the land that we needed. That's perfect, because now we are a little bit safer when it comes to playing the Day of Judgment, you know, setting up the next turns for the Skitter Beam Battalion. So that is very good. Right now our opponent is dealing 1 damage each turn, so no reason to be like super worried about anything. I think that even if we get the other land we need, we're just gonna War Leader's Call and get the Get Lost open. Okay, so yeah, no, it's not open, but War Leader's Call is perfect, and next turn we can either Day of Judgment and see what's up. I'm going to attack now. This is dangerous, obviously. Okay, so I don't know what the point of that was, because he cannot block. I don't know if he wanted to double block or just, I don't know, I don't get it. Maybe our opponent is like, okay, I'm gonna kill this so that I can raise the past next turn. Which is fine by me, he can definitely raise the past. I'm gonna gain a lot of life if he does. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can gain 4 life if he raises the past. Well, I'll lose a lot of life as well, because he's going to attack with everything. Okay, so he just had another one. That's also understandable, right? Anything else except the attacks? No? Okay. Okay, he's gonna leave 1 back to block, most likely. Okay, he left both. That's fine. Ooh, yeah, for sure. For sure, the Nebraska's Forge. And I'll attack with both, man. There's no reason not to, you know. Let's just keep it 100. Let's just keep a lot of pressure. He's gonna double block the 4/4. I'll get lost. That's fine by me. He can sacrifice it. He won't get the tokens. Okay, he did. So okay, again, fine by me. Just gave me 1 more life. And more than that, we can next turn we have Skitter Beam Battalion or Day of Judgment that we can play if the board gets too crazy, because, you know, raise the past. But he will not be able to kill me either way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right now I'm gaining 5 life if he raises the past. Okay, but that doesn't block. Plus it gives me 1 more life. He got another land, which probably he needs. And Amalia, which doesn't really make a difference. Oof. So let me do the math. 4. He needs to block, right? And then he has... Yeah, I think this is enough. I think I'm just gonna go all out attacking, because these are gonna be 3, 4, 4s. He's gonna take 6 damage, I think, just by... Yeah, he's dead with just the tokens coming in. He takes 2 now. 4 more when the battalion's ability resolves, and then when at the beginning of combat he will take the other one from the Nebraska's Forge trigger. So yeah, no math needed. We just got another win. This one was like the perfect showing of what the deck wanted to do. Didn't even need to attack. War leaders called carry us just by triggers alone, just with the ETB triggers of the creatures. That's fantastic. Let's get into another one. Okay, so let's see if we can get one final, I'll keep this, one final clip for you guys before the final thoughts. We already have 4 pretty decent games, but I was trying to get just one more, you know, just to see if we found something interesting. Last game we lost. I guess the shuffler wanted me to have a lot of land. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this because, you know, white source. We're half on our way, or we're halfway till getting a Day of Judgment. So I'll take out the lightning strike. I will immediately play this just because with a little bit of luck we'll get the war leader's call next turn, and maybe we'll get the ball rolling, unless he has like a cut down or something, but we don't really know what we're playing against. Okay, it's the pixie deck, so I don't know what we should take out. I'll say Day of Judgment. Actually, we cannot play it, so there's no point keeping it. Yeah, that's not great. So he's gonna trade. I'll take it. If he doesn't trade, it's because he has a lot of shenanigans going around. Okay, he didn't. That sucks for us. Maybe a this down ain't big enough on the pixie. Something like that. The pixie and the war leader's call. I mean, at least I don't see any point of. Okay, so it's a Kaito. That's fine. I will definitely take a Kaito in these circumstances. Because what will he do? Draw? Or get an emblem? I would say draw, but we just decided to tap. Okay, that's fine. I will go with the Bitter Reunion. I want to draw more cards. I'll take out the planes. It's risky, but I kind of think that makes sense. So let's kill this one. We'll get another one of those. Maybe I should have been more aggressive, you know, put on another war leader's call or something. Use the planes to just what's it called, discard. But we got the win against a ridiculous deck. Like, I'm playing against pixie decks a lot with this deck, so maybe that's one con of playing with this deck. But as you can see, we can actually win it. We just go very aggressive. In my case, I didn't even go that aggressive. I had 2 removal spells, 1 board wipe and 1 spot removal, 1 lightning strike, and I basically said I don't need those 2. The game decided to give me 3 war leaders call, which wouldn't be that bad, you know. Next turn we would be hitting our opponent for 6 probably, unless he had like a dissonant big enough. But, you know, pretty decent. Let's get into the final thoughts. So, final thoughts, guys. Pretty good deck. I really had a lot of fun. This is the type of deck that I like. If you like fast strategies, this is definitely one of them, without being like super overbearing for our opponents, like Mono Red, for example. Mono Red is very annoying. This one, I think, feels a little bit more like Magic, right? You're not playing alone. You have interaction with Get Lost, Lightning Strike, Brotherhood's End, Day of Judgment, which of course is gonna annoy your opponents, right? But it's still pretty decent in my book. War Leader's Call is a fantastic card, man. The fact that you can create tokens with the Sear Slicer Goblin, the Urabrask's Forge, and the Skitter Beam Battalion mixed with War Leader's Call's abilities, it just goes crazy, you know. Apart from that, Authority of the Councils is also very good. It shuts down a lot of strategies, or at least it slows down a lot of strategies, and when that doesn't work, Final Showdown can put in a shift or two, you know. It's expensive. You need 6 mana for the destroy all creatures, but you can also just force creatures to lose abilities, make one of your creatures indestructible, you know. So you have options. That's why I added this to the deck. In the first couple of games I played, I felt like, okay, there's a lot of things that are happening that I can't really control, because board wipes are only sorceries usually. So, you know, having one that you can play at an instant speed might be very conditional, but still extremely helpful. This was the deck, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave that like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. As you can see right here, 250 subscribers is my next goal. We're on 169, I guess. Nice. So pretty close to it. Let's see if we can hit the 250 in the next couple of months. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.